Some very big news this morning out of the Supreme Court. But before I get to that, I just want to take a quick trip down memory lane, if you'll indulge me. Now, one of the most infuriating aspects, to me personally, of the 3 Trump Supreme Court justice confirmations was the constant insistence in all 3 cases that liberals who feared for the fate of legal abortion and the Roe v. Wade ruling were being hysterical and paranoid. Abortion, conservatives would say, oh, we barely think about it. That's not what this is all about. You libs are nuts.
I think the likelihood of Roe v. Wade being overturned is very minimal. I don't see that happening.
This is not a referendum on Roe v. Wade.
I do not believe that Brett Kavanaugh will overturn. His
precedents are overturned.
I would never presume how Judge Amy Coney Barrett would rule on the Supreme Court of the United States.
The point is that the president also is opposed to Roe v. Wade. That's on the ballot as well.
You don't know it's on the ballot. Why is it on the ballot?
Because
why is it on the ballot? It's not on the ballot. You don't know her view on Roe v. Wade.
I don't know her view.
Not on the ballot. What are you talking about? Now, this made sense. Okay, Roe v. Wade polls consistently at like 65% approval, so they wanted to, not be on the wrong side of that. But the bad faith was so aggressive, I started to think I was losing my mind. I mean, yes, no one knows for sure how the Supreme Court justices will vote on abortion or any other specific case. See Souter, David for just one example. But the right has spent decades erecting a kind of ideological assembly line to make sure they would be able to place judges on the court who would rule in favor of the anti-abortion right when the time came. Well, the time may be here. After declining to take up the question of Mississippi's abortion ban over 8 months of deliberation, today the court announced it will hear arguments. The state law bans abortion after 15 weeks in direct violation of the Roe decision, and it's been found unconstitutional in lower courts. There is no active controversy here, to be clear, right? All such bans across the country, and there have been many, have been struck down. But now the highest court in the land will take up the case because at least some people on the court, I wonder who, are clearly interested in revisiting and possibly overturning Roe. So no, you weren't delusional. We weren't losing our minds. The whole thing was what it looked like. Unless the court is dramatically reformed and expanded, the fate of Roe right now is very grim indeed.